seeing. Back to the elephants, we've got 9 in total, but you are seeing 8 here. One of them is not here. The one that is not here is called Wasesa, happens to be the latest arrival in the nursery, rescued from Tsavo National Park. Okay, on the far end are some impalas. We are right inside Nairobi National Park. We don't have any fence between us and the park, so all other wild animals have got right of way. So the elephant that is not here with us is called Wasesa, approximately 1.5 years old, rescued from Tsavo. We can't really tell what happened to the mother because this elephant was found all alone in the park. In fact, a group of lions were following her and chasing her, trying to attack her. And that's why the rangers had to make a close follow-up to find out where the mother was. But they discovered this baby was all alone, and that's why she had to be rescued. That's why she had to be rescued and brought in the nursery, because she could have been killed by these lions or she would have starved to death, because at that age they really don't have strong teeth to survive on greens alone, and that's why they need some help.
Which one is that?
She's not here. Oh, she's not here.
Okay.
The one that is not here. So we rescue orphans that are found in the wild when they're below the age of 2 years, because elephants need to suckle the mothers for the first 2 years. Above 2 years, they only need protection, but they can survive from greens out in the wild. So all the elephants that come to the nursery are below 2 years, and we take care of them up to 3 years before we start to release them back into the wild. They all have different stories to tell, but some of them are here because the mothers have been killed by the poachers. We've got some evidence for that. Some of them, the mothers were found dead without the tusks. That's why we can tell the mothers were poached. And most of them are here because of human-wildlife conflict. And human-wildlife conflict is a big threat to the wild animals at the moment. And this is due to increase in population of man. Human beings are fighting for land with the wild animals and have gone ahead to build some structures close to the national parks, inside the national reserves, in the migratory routes of wild animals, causing conflict with the elephants and all other wild animals. In the long run, the babies are the ones to suffer because the mothers will be killed, and if not, the babies will be separated from the mothers. And that's why we find many babies as orphans. We also have some of them being orphans from natural reasons. For example, the mothers die from old age or natural diseases out in the wild. And we rescue the babies and bring them in the nursery. Some of them as well are found stuck in the mud.
He's little, but he has a big mouth.
Yeah. Some of them are found stuck in the mud, fallen down manholes and such like things. So all these will result to orphans, and that's why they come in the nursery, so that we can feed them on milk for all the period that the baby does before we start to reintroduce them back into the wild. We can talk about them one by one, starting with the youngest, the tiniest, who is making a lot of noise around. His name is Kimana. He's a little boy called Kimana. He's approximately 2 years old. He was rescued from Kimana Sanctuary, neighboring Amboseli National Park. And he's a victim of human-wildlife conflict because the rest of the herd is believed to have gone and destroyed the community's farm. And so they were chased away. After they were chased away, Kimana is believed to have lost direction from the rest of the family members, because after a few days he was found alone and just marched into the compound of one of the community farmers neighboring that area. And that is why this farmer was very good, because he took good care of the baby and had to call more rangers so that they could go and look for the mother. But still they could not find the mother, and they could not tell where the mother was. But they could try to link him with the incident where the others had come to attack their farm and they were chased away. So that is why he had to come to our nursery when he was about 3 weeks. He's now approximately 2 months old. Second youngest, close to me on my right, is called Dida, rescued from Tsavo National Park, found fallen down a manhole that is joining the Msima Springs pipeline. When she was as tiny as 3 weeks old, She was identified by some people who were trying to maintain the railway line in that area, who found this tiny baby in one of the manholes. We can't tell who really left the manhole open, but this baby was found inside one of the manholes, and our keepers based in Savo were informed and came around with the rangers and helped to rescue her from that manhole. And that's why we went out to collect her from Savo to our nursery when she was 3 weeks old. She's now approximately 8 months old, called Dida.
Now she is so much bigger than this little guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, she's not growing fast. Third youngest is on my left, called Kenya. On the far end, Kenya is approximately 1 year old, rescued from Sagana area, neighboring Mount Kenya, also a victim of human-wildlife conflict, marched into the community compound and went and joined the cattle in that area. And so the owner of that compound had to take care of this baby and went to call the rangers from the Mount Kenya area, who went to look for the mother but could not find the mother. And that's why we had to go out and rescue her when she was 7 months old. She's now approximately 1 year old, called Kenya, in relation to where she was rescued. After Kenya, we've got Sinya here, who is approximately 16 months old, rescued from Amboseli National Park, found fallen down a water well in Amboseli when she was approximately 8 months old. The rangers on patrol came across her down one of the water wells in that area, and she had been attacked by the hyenas when she was down the water well, because she had lost the 2 tips of the trunk. She does not have a full trunk. The hyenas came to attack her as she was down, but since they could not reach on her whole body, only the trunk was raised up, but the rest of the body was down the water. So they managed to attack the trunk and chop the 2 fingers of the trunk. So far, when she was down in the mud, in the water well, she was struggling to come out, jumping up and down, and she bruised herself and caused several wounds on her body. When she came in, we managed to treat the wounds, but still you can see the sign, got a scar on the back, a big scar. That was the biggest wound she had when she came in. But the wound has healed, but and she's doing fine at 16 months old. After Senior, we've got at the far end in front, the cheekiest elephant we have in the nursery. Her name is Lempaute. She's approximately 17 months old, rescued from Samburu. Mother suspected to have been killed by the poachers when she was only 2 weeks old. She was found all alone in that area, and when the mother when the rangers went to look for the mother, they did not find the mother, but the next day they found a dead elephant with our tusks close to the area where the baby was rescued. And that's why we thought that must have been the mother, because the baby was only 2 weeks old. And it is not normal for female elephants to leave the young ones all alone. They're very protective, more motherly than human beings. And that's why this baby had to be rescued, because she could not have survived all alone. After Lempaute, we've got Lesanju. Lesanju is the oldest female we have in the nursery, with a